Hi everyone, and welcome to the next part of my video diary in which I use the rear-facing camera on my phone and don't realise I've cut off the top of my head. But anyway, enjoy. Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about the importance of rituals. Not sacrificing virgins under a full moon. Although there have been moments where I've wondered if that might be what would break the logjam. But I suppose I'm more thinking about what gets you, or gets me anyway, in the right frame of mind to write. And I realise it's kind of about transitioning from that everyday, the real world, I suppose, into the fictional world. There are certain markers. I mean, the most simple, I suppose, it's opening the lid of the laptop, switching on the keyboard or whatever. But yeah, I've realised there are a few things I do. I habitually make myself a cup of coffee, which to me is part of the process. And I also light a candle, a scented candle. It's kind of strange, perhaps, but again, I think it's just one of the. It's not so much about I need certain smell in the room when I write, but I do think it's one of those. Again, it's one of those markers that kind of marks the transition from one state to another. I think they're probably quite important. I think it's important to me. I don't need them. I mean, I can write anywhere. But especially, it's about marking the routine, telling the brain that that's what you're ready to do. So yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about today. They're my two big ones. And also music, actually. Yeah, I quite often will put music on, especially when I'm editing. I remember I edited Second Life. I ended up with Second Life editing to Goldfrapp's album Tales of Us, pretty much on repeat, actually. It seemed to be quite. I can't write with music that has words, or where the singing is in English anyway. Words I understand, basically. So I can write to like Icelandic pop, but not anything with words I can, because otherwise I'll just tune into the words fairly obviously. But I do seem to be able to edit to music that's of the right, has the right feel to it, I suppose. And for some reason Tales of Us just seem to have that. I think because it's sort of fairly slow and melodic and isn't too intrusive. So yeah, Final Cut, it was a mixture of things actually. Can't really remember, there was no particular album I kind of clung to. But anyway, yeah, so as far as the projects go at the moment, there is more than one. Yeah, I'm quite excited. I spent last week again revising my plan, looking at I didn't actually achieve much in terms of adding words, but I achieved a lot in terms of feeling that I'm in a secure place now. It's quite strange because I planned this book out in a lot of detail at the beginning of the year. But what I've realised is I think when I plan, I don't know if this is universal, but certainly for me, I think when I plan, I plan a route that will get me from A to Z of the A to Z of the book. But then as I write, I realise it's not necessarily the best route. So it's almost like the plan becomes a scaffolding or a general guideline or a series of wayposts maybe on the way, to mix however many metaphors that was. But during the writing of it, I realised that perhaps I need to be more flexible. And then, so I need to periodically look at where I am. And yeah, last week, touch wood, I'm sure it might change again, but I actually planned to the end of the book. So now all I have to do is write it. But yeah, that's that part of the process I really enjoy. I quite like the writing of it when there's a plan. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And then the secret projects that I alluded to last week. Projects now, have you noticed? I have got quite a few ideas buzzing around, various different stages of, well, I won't use the word completion, progress. But yeah, they're going well too, and they're quite exciting because literally no one knows about them. Or no one knows anything specifically about them. So that's something I feel like it's almost playtime when I open the files on those projects, because there is no time scale, there is no deadline, there is no, even for me, there's not even an internal deadline. So that's quite a nice way of relaxing. I do find it relaxing, actually. Something I can work on without fear of mistakes, because even mistakes don't really matter. So I think it's quite important, actually. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. Going to get on with it now. So yeah, more soon.